Levioso! There. I'm not going to hurt you. Revelio. Levioso! Believe this. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. Levioso. Settle yourself. I mean no harm. Everything's all right now. Levioso! Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. I'll look after you. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me all the time.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatregoers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks. Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your travelling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a fifth year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry. Of course, as the other fifth years
Have you seen this?
Magical skills for 4 years now. The headmaster asked if I could get our new student. I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities.
Opinions differ as to how
Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
that she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
The last thing she sent me. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. But she had to get
Merlin's beard! How did you...
Wait! Safe. We did. You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... Are you alright? What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air?
Perhaps a bit.
A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
Attacking a carriage? I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. A good question. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, that's the path down below. This way.
Sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
For evidence of lost magic.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. But magic is someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent! A sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand. That's a bit rougher than I'd expected. Focus on your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
We're close now. It's just ahead. We're close now. It's just ahead.
would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this?
Enchanted crystallized
Professor
stone.
Fig!
But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind
Someone
it?
have conjured that enchanted stone here? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
I don't see anything. What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart. What in Merlin's
Where are we?
I don't believe it. Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh. Precisely.
The key. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Yes, of course.
Vault number 12, I presume. This way, then.
Precisely.
The key.
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
After you. Stay close.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
In fact, you see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vault you see now in the newest. A private entrance.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vault you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a break.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day. the glow you saw in the porky container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my
Here
desk
we
for
are.
hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
I wonder if the instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the Hogwarts key and then close the door.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the Hogwarts key and then close the door.
Wait. Ready your...
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall
I
we?
saw something.
Ready your wand and focus.
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the porky container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again. Lumos. This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you want? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the port key container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do,
Revelio.
but to what end I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Revelio.
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait,
I see something up ahead.
the reflection
What is it?
turned in the direction of the
That
light.
glow again. But on the floor.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos. Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Reflection is turning towards
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
It does follow the light.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Revelio. I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When we moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection's turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Potato!
Accio! Defecto! Levioso! Deposo! Deposo! Exposo! Confringo!
Potato!
Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Deposo! Stupefacto! Exposo! Confringo! Levioso! Deposo! Descendo! Exposo! Descendo! Confringo! Stupefacto! Levioso! Stupefacto! Confringo! Stay close!
Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Lumos. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Lumos. Revelio. That's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Revelio.
What
Lumos.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual reservoir
Yes, sir. Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed. There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
Someone's coming. That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder. I was right. Ramrock.
See, my reputation precedes me. I'm beginning to think no one's ever going to visit Dragon's.
Follow my lead. And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me memories of those we can let bygones be.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival.
Patience for traitors.
We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can. That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
We will all look rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in there.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Totally unaffected by my magic.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Dragon's Vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
Phineas, it can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
The sorting ceremonies
Come.
over.
We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Complications. Complications?
It seems the goblin
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Vic. I'm going to be losing whatever patience I have left. If you're
a bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but
Looking forward to exploring
that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Recently learned that you possess a rare ability.
Prepare yourself to meet
I detect a
the
great
headmaster.
ambition, an eagerness.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
You belong in.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted. This year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you?
I'm sure you all have plenty
You
to
come
do
here with
before classes begin
preferences
tomorrow.
and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
I shall see to it, sir.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
It is my distinct honor to show you to your colleagues.
I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
But one I'm sure you're up for.
before. I cannot
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Well done. Now, go on in.
You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room. Revelio. 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 I suppose some introductions are in order.
Well, I suppose. No. Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right. Can I help you?
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later. Glad you and Fig are all right.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough, but not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today. Can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Revelio.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Which ones?
Seems
Not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
That is a conversation.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
It was good
Checkmate.
meeting you. Good luck today.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
We handled it.
Interesting tactic
And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kugawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before
You're
classes.
underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kugawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
I think I heard one.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Doubt
Nice
mermaids
meeting you.
find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival. Based on all the chatter when you entered the common
Well,
room, I'm guessing
if
you're
I'm
the new
going to
5th
make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours. Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
Thank you.
Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Waiting for you just by the stairs.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day. Good morning.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor. But what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Have you been to the Owlery lately? House elves are falling a bit behind.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to
Revelio.
to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up. Good timing. Central. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Happily, your professors have agreed to create always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Revelio.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak. By your adept use of Revelio earlier. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms, and I'd like to be sure you get to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
a lot to absorb on your first day. Happily, your professors have agreed. Judging by your adept use of Revelio,
You did, Professor.
he's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle. Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Magic, it seems.
Speak of the devil. Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Professor? I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. And I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I did my best, but
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
this will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. The map is enchanted.
This will be incredible.
Now, you'll enjoy I shall reach out when I have more information about our mystic. For now, more than your hours may hinge on the magic you are able to master.
What am I missing?
Get away from me!
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson. Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to go back. Revelio.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year. I am afraid it is too late to study now. I am confident. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Before we begin, do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Incantations of the color change and growth charms. Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Seems that we are in of review. Everyone get in your chairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's those textbooks the blunt objects you so believe they are.
That is not bad.
Turn summoning them. You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players among
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charge. At the last possible. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them. Very good.
Splendid! So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing reds. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Accio.
Just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing. That's it.
Here we go. Let us do this. There we go. Brilliant! Watch this.
Excellent.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Well done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Lisa.
Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
There we go. That is how it's done. Quite impressive. Here we go. I will get it. That is how it's done. Watch this.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
I know everyone is watching.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Here we go.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence.
Well done.
I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time. Anything right when I transferred here.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
To speak with me, Professor.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition isn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai,
Revelio.
Which, take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors
Hello,
give you
wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
Revelio.
William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
The Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not telling lies, thieves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
Can't repeat that. She says it's a boot
Revelio.
Woolly jumpers are a nightmare for getting in the trunk. You can put your shoes in there as well. Now.
Revelio.
My uncle knows Kagawa. I can't imagine.
Ugh. Revelio.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small. A spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso. 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 A surprise opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Levioso.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice. Now, let's try something a little larger. With something small. Let us begin with the basic cast. Now, let's try something a little larger. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Well done. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin. Very good, but the best way to practice is by
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy life and duel.
Levioso.
All my students for this day.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. But battling dark wizards... All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
Of Grindylows entirely. Understood, Professor. So, I'd advise you to keep
Nice work.
practicing whenever you can.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
I enjoyed that.
That duel was quite something.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Knew I was right about you. Till next time. If you want to get the most Rebellion, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret duel or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Always thought like
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Perhaps somewhere. We'll see if your performance is actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Revelio.
Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. Revelio.
Revelio.
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
older brothers were all sort of incredible.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. There you are. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior. To assign your first one. Now,
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them. Perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavoury local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks. Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route. Rookwood? A rather unsavoury local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time. Professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have
Revelio.
Today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Levioso. Accio.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be...
I trust the preliminary... I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Revelio.
There's something in.
If I had to pick a hero, I'm really missing. I'm serious. She's 1,000 years old.
Revelio.
Possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
All of my siblings have gone on to work.
Brother.
Revelio.
I don't believe we've met.
What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. If I know...
doesn't appear for no reason. Something
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something.
Revelio.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about? Let's get you back to your frame, little one.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
There was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting. You did? How? I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora. Surely
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
you
have nerve. Especially since I'm the one who told you about
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
That's the last time I have a pollution idea that I don't write down.
My family has been sorted into Revelio. I heard that someone...
Wish our common room was bigger. I can never find enough space to spread out my star charts.
Sometimes the prefect sits next to me. Well, one time they did, in the common room.
Revelio.
It was the only seat left, and I did ask him to.
Lumos.
Most Slytherins would prefer not to be in a dungeon, myself. I love switching spells. It's what my brother's usual part for a fish pie. He still won't eat around me.
I tried to transfigure my pot into a blanket. Once into that, I couldn't find the hand for fire.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Do you think anyone...
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora!
You did?
You should...
Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the answer.
Revelio.
How can one not?
Where did the professor...
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'd imagine the Hufflepuff common room smells the most delicious, on account of it being so close to...
Well, fancy meeting you. Well, fancy meeting you.
Revelio. Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep...
Revelio.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record. I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to
spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
As am I.
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it...
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one. Speaking of Weasley,
Glad I could be of
taken quite a
service.
shine to you. Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well,
Revelio.
I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
How did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other
Merlin's
hand,
beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look! What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see
Revelio.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Likely already named them too.
Prance, hoof and sugar.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students. Oh, hence the name. Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs.
Absolutely. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle? A little. It's positively enormous.
Hence the name.
It is
Revelio.
that.
I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface.
I think they need
Loads to
to
see.
have more confidence in their abilities.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Those ruins. I can't believe I'm telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Much of a chance to explore the castle.
A little. It's positively enormous.
Is that? I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
I can't go around You still haven't told me
Revelio.
If only Black had the power to change the other.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim, though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Mr. Moon!
Revelio.
He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon? Looks a bit worse.
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you. And run.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
I don't know what he's putting
Revelio.
Rather, she was. Too much of it. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back up to bits. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but
Is your sister in Slytherin too?
she is. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back up to bits. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it.
Revelio.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
So how would you like to do this? Can't wait to see what you do with the new one. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. And a short list gives you plenty
Remember,
of time to poke
have
around
fun.
the village.
It's
I
Hogsmeade.
just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Levioso.
Levioso. Revelio.
Be right, Will. It's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
For a new wand. Yes. I'll be right, Will. It's you. Well, you're our new 5th year. Just a moment, please. What am I saying? Sure. Gurgle Ollivanders.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new 5th year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Once more. Here, really give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. Well, this how odd at all, is it? Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? Rare wood, 13 We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Give this one a try. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Looks like it's. Let's give this one a try. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. Oh goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. Yes, indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. Curious indeed. How intriguing. How intriguing. Curious indeed. Curious indeed. How intriguing. How intriguing. Curious indeed. Curious indeed. How intriguing. How intriguing. Curious indeed. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic, and the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic, and the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.